Thank you for calling this hearing to examine terrorist threat detection technologies. Unfortunately, we live in a world where terrorist threats are growing, and we have to be prepared to detect and respond to these threats. I also want to thank our witnesses for being here today. We certainly appreciate all that you are doing to advance the threat detection technology and to keep us safe from those who seek to do us harm. Without a doubt, there's a lot of good work going on in these areas, and you all should be commended for the part that you play. There is no denying, of course, that this sort of good work costs money. We are also painfully aware that in recent years, federal budgets have been tight and that funding has been constrained. I'm interested in hearing today about how reduced or stagnant funding levels have hampered or challenged your terroristic threat detection activities, if at all. Sometimes with a little tighter belt, you can produce better work. We'll see. I'm also interested in learning what steps your agencies are taking to leverage the limited resources available for these activities, and I'm curious about how your threat detection research is prioritized, not only within your individual agencies, but across the federal government. I would like to learn more about how you are partnering with non-federal entities to ensure that the most promising and most impactful research is still being conducted and does not fall victim to the budget wars we're wagering here in Congress. I've had the opportunity to review your written testimony, and I'm impressed by the technologies that have been developed in recent years. However, for our purposes today, I am most interested in learning about the challenges that remain, where we ought to be making future investments, and what this committee can do to ensure that the new research is supported. The truth is that we must stay abreast, one step ahead of the terrorists, and our threat detection research is the first line of defense. I also understand that there are challenges to deterring terrorist threats that go beyond mere detection. We can have the best threat protection technologies imaginable, but our ability to thwart the terrorist attacks rests on our capability to interpret that threat and respond to it. I'm interested in hearing about what is being done throughout the federal government to ensure that we respond appropriately when a threat is detected, and how, if at all, your agencies are feeding into that process. And finally, we cannot ignore the very important role that social and behavioral sciences play in helping to keep us safe from terrorist attacks. We need to understand more than just the bomb or how to detect the bomb. We also need to understand the bomb maker. We need to understand not only what motivates someone to make or use that bomb, but also what specific groups and which specific individuals are more likely to make and attack us with that bomb. There's important social and behavioral science work going on in this area, including at the Department of Homeland Security's Science and Technology Directorate, at the National Science Foundation, and through the federally supported National Consortium for the Study of Terrorism and Responses to Terrorism. And I hope that we will have an opportunity to touch on this important research today. Again, Mr. Chairman, I thank you for holding the hearing, and I yield back the balance of my time.